What is up, everyone? Hi everyone, welcome to another video. In today's video I am so excited to have my friend back again. Hi Elaine.
Hi everybody.
So in this week's topic, I know we're still doing the girls corner. In this week's topic we're gonna talk about finding joy. I feel like Elaine is the face of joy. Whenever I see Elaine, she's like, hey, how are you, how are you, how are you, how are you, how are you? And I'm sure you've had bad days. I know for sure you've had bad days. I know for sure you've had tough times, but for some reason there's still joy. I think I've only been around you for one massive heartbreak situation and you still had joy. Where I feel like I would have been like, F you mama, duh. Elaine is just like, super joyful. So we're going to talk about that, but before we get into it, I have a few questions for you. Okay. Just some little icebreakers. Let me find them because your girl tends to lose stuff. Okay, first question. What is something about you that surprises people?
So I'm super outgoing. Like I talk to literally everybody and their mother. And I love reading and being by myself. So when every once in a while, like I get tired of peopling, like worked in customer service a lot. I'm at church. I talk to my manager nonstop all day long. And so sometimes like when I need to regather, just like a nice bath, a book, music, and just being by myself is like how I regather, like how I get energy again. So that's something that surprises people. Yeah.
One more question
okay.
before we get into today's topic.
Okay.
If you could describe yourself in an ice cream flavor, what would you say you are?
Oh, I love ice cream so much.
Oh, I love ice cream too!
So good. I would say rainbow sherbet because I think for the right people, I'm refreshing. And I'm bright.
Rainbow
and
sherbet. I don't think I've ever had a rainbow sherbet ice cream.
It's fruity. It's not even ice cream. It's like a
gelato.
Yeah, like that type. It's like a non-dairy flavor at Baskin Robbins. It's always.
Oh, I've never had. Funny enough, I've never had Baskin Robbins. A friend of mine said the other day her favorite thing is this pumpkin pie thing at Baskin Robbins, and I was like, I don't know why. I have
my face.
Yeah, I was like. I don't know why I've never actually had Baskin Robbins. I've always like looked at it and been like, I'm gonna try it, but I should try it this year before the year ends. Anyway, let's talk about you and joy. Since you're a ball of joy. Like when I think joy, you and this other friend that I have, Terry, you guys come to mind. Because I'm like, do you ever get angry? Or do you ever like, I'm sure you do. I'm not saying you don't. But how do you like keep your joy in the midst of hard situations, heartbreaks, or just with people who are causing you to be angry? How has that been? Were you like this when you were a kid? Is it something?
So I was an only child that grew up in a restaurant. So if you're an only child that grew up in a family business, you know that like there's just so much going on, so you always get lost in the sauce, and nobody like. I was always in the corner reading a book somewhere or talking to a customer or something. So like my parents never really, I won't say they didn't notice me, but if I wasn't in dire need, like they just didn't notice. So I kind of had to like self-soothe, like just kind of take care of myself, make sure I was good from a very young age, like 3, like very young. So I think that like, I realize now that I compartmentalize a lot in my life just because it's not convenient to always have my emotions.
That's actually true. You're very good at that. That's okay. So that started from early.
Yes, but I have to take it out. Like now that I've been in therapy for a year, which this is my little plug that I feel like everyone should be in therapy at some point. I realized that at some point you run out of containers. Like you gotta like unpackage something like somewhere. Like at some point it's not healthy, and at some point you're gonna be overwhelmed with all those boxes of feelings. And there's an expiration date for that. Like so now I just kind of like compartmentalize for a second and then I come back to it. And the way that I maintain my joy is I kind of do the things that bring me joy. Like whether it's hanging out with friends right after my breakup, whether it's which really it was my friends like forcing me to be outside.
so so it's safe to say that even though you seem joyful, and I know it's not the way we see it, because it seems like you're always happy, but you two also feel like, because like when I'm not happy, oh, you're gonna see it on my face. Like I'm trying to be that person that's like but with you, I found that I'd still walk into a foyer or hang out with you, and I'm like, man, like she still has the energy. She's still cracking. I'm just like, I can't. And so for you, do you still feel like even when you're going through stuff, you just want to hide away or like disappear?
It depends on how big the feelings are. So if I don't have a box that can fit those feelings, then it's gonna show on my face. I'm probably gonna go away and be by myself, and go to my happy place. But for the most part, like, I feel like my mission, like, I feel like I want every single person that comes in contact with me to be better because they were in my presence. So it's almost like this is my way of like serving others, is by being joyful and like bringing joy to their lives in some way and being present for them. And then when I feel like I can't do that, like I cannot compartmentalize, my feelings are too big and I cannot be my best self around people, then I go away.
Oh. So even still, you're putting other people first.
Yeah, that's something that I'm learning to... This season of my life, I'm learning that it's important to take care of myself, and that my first responsibility is to me. Like, I will never be able to best serve someone else or be the best friend, eventually partner, daughter, if I'm not taken care of. Like, I am my first responsibility.
Okay.
So, but that's, my default is putting other people first.
That almost makes me feel, because I feel like it's normal to wanna, I think the difference between both of us is that you want to withdraw, but you don't, out of other people. Versus for me, I'm like, I don't need y'all, you know, which is wrong, because you always need community. But I obviously know you personally, and I know kind of a lot about your life, but like, would you say the stuff that has happened to you in the past made you stronger and more grateful and happier?
Yeah. Like, I think I think a lot of times we're so busy living life that we don't take a break to see what we've been through. Like, we don't, to really assess the magnitude of the things we've been through. So I think I've been through a lot of devastating things that should break someone. Yeah. And I think, like, because I've gone through such like low valleys, that I'm able to truly appreciate, even when I'm at a plateau, like, I'm like, thank God I'm here. Because I remember, I've taken a moment to be like, okay, I remember where I was, and I'm not there anymore.
Yeah.
It helps me better appreciate the moments, the joyful moments, the like mountaintop moments.
So would you say that you have to constantly choose joy every day?
Yeah.
Does it come naturally? Because to me, it looks like joy comes naturally to you. To me, I'm just like, I can be happy. Like, there's obviously the internal piece that I've had, but I've realized that joy and happiness is different. And for you, I've seen storms come, but you've still had your joy. Is that maybe also, as you said, just constantly being grateful? And is it also just like, did your parents play a part in it? Is it because you went to Christian school? Is it because of God? Like, how would somebody who's looking at you and saying like, guys, there's a narrowing fly. How is somebody who's looking at you and is like, man, I used to be joyful, and now like life happened and I'm just stuck, and I've turned into this bitter person, or I've turned into this person that's just not happy with where they're at. How would you say they could kind of get their joy back, or like start over? What would you...
I would say I take inventory of my life more regularly now. So whether it's like a conscious effort or not, I take inventory of my life and I'm like, okay, if I'm upset, what is something I can control? What is something that's out of my control? I don't focus on the things I cannot control. And then I intentionally like take steps towards the things I can control. And then before we get there, I'm like, all right, listen, I cannot keep feeling this way. Let me start naming things that I'm grateful for. And I literally have to say it out loud. Like, I'm grateful for this, I'm grateful for this, I'm grateful for this. And then I go back and I do read my journals or look at pictures, and I'm like, and I remember pictures in the moment I was in when I took it.
So you a journaler? I'm like,
Sometimes.
I used to journal a lot. Funny enough, I actually got my first journal when I was 21 by my friend Carla. Shout out to Carla. But from then on, it just kick-started a journaling, especially because I started traveling. And then I paused during the pandemic. I would journal here, there, everywhere. But like lately, a lot of people have been saying like just go back and read your old journals, because that will make you be grateful. So now, my next question for you is, how do you, in the moment, like right now, if somebody makes you mad, how do you not let that affect you, like your insecurities? Or like, you know, like some people will have a fight and instantly they'll internalize it. Like if someone says, oh, you this, and they'll take that whole thing upon themselves. Because I feel like you don't, unless I'm wrong, but I feel like you don't really care about people's opinions. I feel like you shrug off very easy. Am I wrong? Am I wrong?
I'm like, I have all the feelings. I feel all the things. But it depends. I think I'm really good at, I think who I think I am and who I show the world, sometimes it could be different.
Okay, that's
so I
fair.
think I seem confident. I seem like I don't let the opinions of others bother me, but it does bother me, and I do feel the things. But you know what? Now that I have like solid friends, like now that I have like permanent fixtures in my life of friends, their opinions matter to me.
Okay,
that makes sense.
Yeah, no, that's true. It's like, yeah, because I found with having a sound, good, healthy community around you also comes a confidence, because even if you're confident on your own, there's almost like nobody to back you up and tell you your flaws, whatever. So getting community people, it's good for you. That's good. I feel like you embody like this joy, and you embody confidence, and like I feel like you pour into other people. Do you ever feel sometimes that maybe you have a lack, or like even in the past, not now, like was there ever a time where you had to be like, hey, I'm always excited for your life, can you be excited for my life too?
So before the 2020 shook me. Like my whole world, like I was so alone. And in some ways I was the healthiest I've ever been in my life. Like physically, honestly, sometimes emotionally. But I took a big inventory of my life. And I was like, wow, I have like one friend that is like a real friend. My church community, bless their hearts, was just like not it. And I just this year have found friends that like are actual friends that actually care about me, not just what I can do for them, not just like how I can show up for them, but like people that actually care about my well-being. Like if I died tomorrow, they would be devastated.
Really?
Are you saying you don't care?
No. I didn't mean it to come out that way. I'm like, you did. I'm like, all along you didn't have friends who would cry for you? Well,
No.
let me not. Okay.
No, like the things that like it's so funny in the Bible, like they say like Jesus is like your friend, right? And they say that like the things that break your heart break his heart. And so I think sometimes like your friends are Jesus on earth.
Oh, that's true.
I have never had that. Like the things that broke my heart, they're like, all right, bet. So what are the moves? What are we doing next? And I'm like, dude, I just like had the worst day like ever. Like, could we just like let me have my feels? Like let me just be sad. And like, can you do something that like just helps my day get better? Like I would do that for you. so I didn't have reciprocal friendships and relationships in my life. Just everyone just, and in a way, like I didn't have boundaries. So I was just give. Like I never asked. Like I have problems asking for help. I like did not ask. And if you don't ask, you won't receive.
Yeah.
And unless you have OG real friends, like, in which case they'll see like, okay, something's off about her. I wonder like what it is, and maybe I can do something to help her.
Yeah.
You know?
That's true. That's like actually so good. Okay, one last question. Okay. Is there ever a time where you're like, this is too much joy? Have you ever been like, okay, there's a cap on joy?
No. Because I don't know. I've never, that's probably like the only thing, like I've been too sad, too angry, but I've never been too joyous. There's such a scarcity. Like there's like not enough.
I feel like it comes so easy for you. Even now, I'm just like, how? It's just like, it's like for years I've been trying to like work on my joy, because I have inner joy in the sense of like I'm content with who I am as a person, but it just don't come out of my face. It's like, and then it's like you and it's Terry. It's like it's just so easy. Like y'all bring joy when y'all step into a room, and so that's why I'm like, have you ever thought like, okay, this is enough joy for today? Or like, does your cup like ever overflow in the sense of like you hang out with too many people and you're like, okay, I need to step back, like I'm tired?
All the time. So like I was cool with like, so we go to the same church, so at some point we had game night and it was like 20 people, and I was like, oh cool. 25, 30 people when Matt and Raph had it, when it was like a small group, like when I first got here. Well then all of a sudden everyone's like, oh my gosh, I love this, I want to, then it was like 100 people and I was like, okay, this is not giving. I don't want to be here. Nobody even, they don't even know I'm here. I might as well just dip. Like I'm good. Yeah. So I do really well with, I would say like 30 or less. Okay. Unless I know everyone, in which case I'm good.
IJ, sorry, my other friends are here. Do you do well in a big group? Because I feel like all my friends don't do well in big groups.
It depends on who's in the group.
So you do well at like 100 settings?
I could.
If it's a wedding, like
it depends on what the event is and who's in the group of people, like who's there, and like what I was doing that day, like, because sometimes I have like a social cap.
Lauren, same question.
What's the question?
Do you do well in like a big setting, like 100 people? Does that like fill your joy tank? No. Yeah, I feel like all my friends don't, because I'm the same. I'm like, I come from a big family and sometimes my own family is too much. I need to go to the bathroom for 10 minutes and just be like, and then come back out. And so I feel like IJ, but then I feel like IJ depends, because I've seen IJ go to events and be like, yeah, and it's like, wait.
And it's fun if like I'm with a group of people that I know.
So it depends on the people you with. Yes. It fills your joy tank.
Yes, I agree.
Okay, that's good, because I'm like, am I the only person that feels like no,
but I'm an only child, so like I crave
and
family.
that's another thing. I didn't know that you were an only child, because it's funny, because most only children always they grow up and they learn to be by themselves so much that they can be in a crowd and just be by themselves and okay. Versus with you like, the first time I met Elaine, she's like, hey, how are you? Hey, how are you? Hey. And I was like, this girl is so friendly. Like, did she come from my family? And I was like, you're the only child? Like, why aren't you hiding in the corner? Like, you know, but and literally most of the ones that I know are mainly like either entertain, and they're content. Like, don't get me wrong, I'm not saying it's a diss to only kids, but for you, it's like you happy to come out and be like, hey, everyone. Which I'm just like, I need that anointing, that joy anointing. Because I'm just like, I come in the room, you don't even know I'm there, and then I sneak out. It's gone. But I have one last question for you. This is a fun one.
Okay.
What is your go-to song lately? Like, what is that one song that gets you in the mood? Like, kicking it.
Oh, that's hilarious. Crap, there's like 2 songs in my head right now, and the one song that's in my head is not the song that I'm usually listening to.
Okay, what's the 2 songs with you?
Well, you keep saying joy, so I gotta be joyful.
You listen to that every morning?
No.
I was like,
Honestly, for a while.
I need to listen to that because you got enough joy for both of us.
It depends. Like, okay, so the way that I would wake up every single morning, literally every morning for a year, was take the shackles off my feet. So
You would get up and play the song.
No, that would wake me up. Like, that would be my alarm every single morning. Like, Brooklyn Tab was my wake up call every morning. I was like, I'm not feeling Jesus at all, so I'm gonna need all the Jesus because I need to get started. I need to get started right.
Maybe I need to play gospel music to
I mean,
wake
did you
up.
need
Maybe
Lizzo?
it'll change my day.
No, it really does.
Seriously, it jumps.
Me, I get up to bah, bah, bah.
I didn't say it's my current wake up call.
If my alarm is not sounding, my host family's even like, Angel, why is your alarm literally? If it's not sounding, I'm gonna sing the song in my sleep. I tried. I used to have Hosanna. I would sing Hosanna while I'm sleeping, and I was like, I can't have music. I can't have music.
No. I set my Pandora station, and my alarm clock will be the song, and it'll be like playing like in my ear.
Dude, I'm gonna sleep through it.
That's not the song though that I need.
I wish I was like
always a different song now.
You're so organized. So like this week, what were you listening to?
Ooh, I'm sorry, y'all. I gotta like pull it up. It's on my. Oh, Anthony Evans is probably one of my favorite people. I have a lot of playlists.
Is he gospel?
Yeah, but he's like.
You wake up to gospel music? No, I
Not
feel like
always.
I too.
I listen to gospel a lot. But I got my favorite music.
I feel like a heathen even more.
No, because I have random songs like, man, I feel like a woman. Like, I have random songs.
You don't want to listen to the songs I wake up.
Do you listen to trap music when you wake up?
Listen, I'll be brushing my teeth and these mother effers better not try me. I need to hurt myself.
This is literally the difference between me and her.
That's why I'm like, no wonder you have joy and I don't.
Okay, but listen.
I get up saying, I'm gonna make my money today. Angry. No wonder you have joy. So the time 10 o'clock hits, I'm like, try me.
I'm crying. Because the funniest part.
No coffee.
Oh, no coffee. Don't talk to me.
We gotta have different kinds of friends though. Because listen, as soon as I got through my breakup, right? Not even got through, I was in the middle of the breakup. I had my gracious friend Lauren. She's like full of grace. She's beauty, whatever. And then you have my God, I'm about to throw hands, but like respectfully.
I promise you guys, I'm not like that.
She's not gonna
like,
get arrested or anything.
You
I'm sorry.
don't know that side of me.
I'm
very nice.
You guys are her regular friends. She's like my friend. So then we have my other friend who said, I'm resorting to violence.
No,
she's holy.
I was like,
my other friend. She's holy, but she was like, I'm resorting to violence. What are we doing? Are we Taylor Swifting? Like, are we gonna like?
I was like,
burn
let's
the house down
to these tires so the ache can come out slow. But anyway,
she's
that's not how I
planner.
am.
You
I'm
get
not.
3 of them, not 4.
I'm not.
Yeah, exactly. Because in
yeah.
insurance, I got you.
Anyway, this is about joy. We were meant to encourage
Oh.
the people, not how to deal.
It brings me joy.
Yeah, it does bring me
Justice, the justice system.
So your song, the song this week is Anthony something.
Oh, Anthony Evans. It's his whole station. Like, I will literally play his station to wake up. But I have feel-good music, too. So I have everything from Rascal Flatts to Sean Paul to Jesse McCartney to Maren Morris. Like, I listen to everything. Pink Sweats.
So I'm gonna try this week to be joyful because sometimes I'm literally like, I feel sorry for the people around me. Like, I literally drink coffee for the people around me, not for myself, because
that's real.
I need the joy. I need all the joy I can get. But yeah, thank you so much. Where can the people find you if they want to stalk you?
Oh, my Instagram is IamMulan __. So follow me, I'll follow back.
Yeah, she will follow you back, and she will like all your pictures, like all your stories. She's great at that. She's a real one. She's a real one. She will DM you. She will comment. She will follow.
Subscribe.
She will subscribe.
Buy your merch.
She will like grab you. Even if, listen, if you don't get comments on your Instagram, follow her. She'll follow you back, and she'll be that one person in your comments saying, "Kill it, girl. You look amazing.
You're doing great."
Run. Anyway, thanks for coming on. I hope you guys are enjoying this series so far. This was fun. I love having the joyous face. You must name your child Joy.
Oh, that's a good name.
Yeah,
That's
I know
actually a
Joyce.
good name. Okay.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of the one.
Wouldn't
I
it
know
be funny if they weren't joyful? Or
Yeah,
joyous?
there's one that's not joyful. But hey, let's not be shady on this channel. We love everyone. Bye, y'all. See you in the next video.
Oh, Jesus, I laughed too hard. My eyes are
No.